I want to show you exactly how to find cleaners for your cleaning business. And this can be applied for any cleaning business, whether you do residential cleaning, commercial cleaning, power washing, window cleaning. This is for you. And the same tactics can be applied for any service-based business. But this specifically is how to find cleaners and basically never run out of cleaners ever again. Because you can have a lot of contracts, but if you cannot find reliable cleaners, there's going to be a lot of hectic things happening in the business. So follow through and don't get overwhelmed by everything you see in front of you. I'm breaking it down step by step in every detail along the process, from finding the cleaner to having the contract systemized. And if you guys haven't heard about me, I built a multi-seven-figure commercial cleaning business, and I'm here simply to show you how you can do it for yourself. Because if I show you how to make money, you're more likely to work with me and my team. So let's jump into this. So the first thing you want to do, let me zoom in here. So the first thing you want to do is create a separate email for your business. Do not use the same personal email for your business. You want to keep it separate just for organization purposes. Okay, so you want to create a Gmail account, and then you want to create an account on all these platforms. So if you're in the States, it will be Craigslist. If you're in Canada, it will be Kijiji. And then there's 4 other platforms right below it: LinkedIn Jobs, Indeed Jobs, Monster, Glassdoor. And what you want to do, you want to create an account on those platforms using your business Gmail account. And then you want to post the job post. Okay, we have everything copy paste, but basically you just create a job post, your expectations, the minimum experience requirement, the job description. Okay, we have it copy paste for our clients, but you basically just copy paste it in these job platforms. Okay, so then you're gonna receive a bunch of applications, or you can send the individuals to your website and they can apply for a job on your website. Okay, the people that work with us, we have like their website ready and like the form like all ready. So they just fill the application, they fill a bunch of questions. So then you have like a CRM. You get all the applicants right in front of you. Okay, so after you receive a bunch of applications, make sure you keep it recorded. Okay, don't just have hundreds of applications and without like and trying to like memorize everything. Make sure you have a cheat sheet. Okay, if you guys don't, you guys can use Google Docs to basically just write their name, their phone number, their city, their experience level. Are they a good candidate or were they not? Okay, so then if they applied in the future, we don't confuse ourselves. And there's other ways to get cleaners. Okay, so you can contact applicants who previously applied to be a cleaner for your business, or you can ask your current cleaners if they know anyone. Okay, a lot of cleaners, they know other cleaners, or they might have a brother they worked together in the past, or a family member. Nearly every cleaner I worked with, they always know another cleaner. Okay, so another way you can use your current network, ask friends, family, but just keep in mind if you hire like a family member or like a friend and they don't work out, it can affect the relationship with them. So sometimes it just depends. I like to keep my personal life separate from my business life. It's just sometimes if you hire like a friend and they don't work out, they can become bitter afterwards, and you want to keep your business life separate sometimes. So other ways, you can rehire past employees. So let's say in the past you had a few employees and maybe you didn't have enough work, or maybe they got sick and they couldn't work and time went by. You can always rehire your previous employees, but make sure that They were the good employees, not the headache ones. Other ways, you can go on Facebook groups. There's always people looking for jobs, or you can post a job in your city. There's always like local groups, but don't make it seem like you're self-advertising, because then you'll get blocked. So other ways, if you have friends who own like a cleaning business, or a lot of times you network with other cleaning business owners, they might have spare employees, or they might know other employees that they work with in the past. So just ask around, okay? If you ask enough, you'll find cleaners, okay? Another way, find subcontractors. So there's a lot of subcontractors, and this is our main business model. We hire subcontractors. It's just a lot easier. We get their invoice once a month, and then we show them the place. They send the invoice. We pay them. It's just a lot easier. Okay, and that is the business model. A lot of people think like a cleaner. They're like, I'll get 5 contracts and I'll clean them. I'll make 10K a month. You need to basically create a system that works for you. You cannot trade time for money. Okay, like money in a way is not real. You need to detach your time from your earning capacity. So if you're always cleaning, you're always trading time for money. But let's say if you find a contract, let's do the math. 5 days a week, takes 5 hours per visit. That right there is about 4,000 or 4,500 every single month. And then you find a subcontractor and you pay them 2,500. So you pay them 60% and you collect 40% off the contract every single month. So think about it. The cleaning gets done. You're paying them good money. They're happy. They're doing the same thing over and over again. The client's getting the cleaning done. They're happy. They're paying you every month, and you pay the subcontractor. And you simply collect your profits every single month. And when you look around your city, there's thousands of buildings. They all get dirty every single month. And all you need is 10, 20, 30 commercial cleaning contracts. And you're basically just gonna have a lifetime freedom. Best thing you can do for yourself. Trust me. Because if you don't take my advice, what is the outcome? What is the alternative? You're gonna get a 9 to 5, sell your time for the next 40, 50 years. You're gonna work 40 hours a week. You're gonna get 2 weeks off every single year. You're gonna be dependent on one stream of income. So if your boss gets mad at you, if they start being mean and you get fired, you relied on one source of income. So if that goes away, then what? But with this, every contract is a stream of revenue. So if a client cancels, they don't like you, maybe they're a bad job, things happen sometimes. You have 20, 30 other contracts paying your bills every single month. And the goal in life is not just to survive. It's not just to pay bills. You gotta think bigger, okay? You gotta basically, like, this is my goals, for example. I wanna retire my mom. I wanna do big things in life. I grew up, complexes, single mother. I basically wanted more in life, okay? And as you guys can see, like, you guys can follow my Instagram, drive a supercar, live in a penthouse. And I say that not to show off, but to basically say that just to inspire you. Like, you gotta be hungry. You can't settle for less, okay? Like, for example, like, your parents are still working. Like, my cat got sick. He had like kidney disease. I had to spend $3,000 on the vet. And if I didn't pay that, my cat would have died. You know what I mean? So, or your kids, you gotta pay for their, college in a way is kind of like a scam in a way. Deeper stuff. I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, guys, you guys gotta think bigger. I come across some people who have a $5,000 monthly goal, and there's contracts paying $20,000 per month. Okay, so success must be your duty. Okay, and it's either you want it or you don't want it. You either want to stay broke or you want to build something for yourself, a business. You hire employees, you support their families, you have happy clients, you get to network with so many different business owners in so many different industries because there's thousands of industries out there. As long as they have an office, it gets dirty, we charge the hours, we collect the profits. But anyways, I want to get back into this. Sorry guys if I went all over the place. But yeah, so you want to receive the applications. You want to keep a record of the applicants. If you use our software, everything is integrated. But now you want to review all the applicants. Okay, because there's gonna be a lot of spam sometimes, like people saying, I'm interested. Is this available? Like there don't waste your time. Okay. There's a lot of spam. So what you want to look for is, do they have professional cleaning experience? Okay, I made this mistake once where I hired like some lady and she's like, oh yeah, I have so much cleaning experience cleaning, and then I just needed a bunch of workers, so I didn't I wasn't filtering a lot of people, and it was like during student move out season. So, and she was like working, and then I'm like, yeah, so what kind of experience you have? And she's like, oh yeah, I clean my house. I'm just like, oh god. So every cleaner that was successful working with me, they always had previous professional experience. They either worked cleaning different houses for different clients for another company, or they were a subcontractor, or maybe they worked for a commercial cleaning business for a few years. So that is a good indicator that they're an experienced cleaner. Okay. Another factor you want to look in is their city. How far do they live? If you live, let's say, in Dallas and the person lives in Houston, it's not a fit. Okay. They got to live within like 30 minutes from the contract, 40 minutes max. And also too, they did put effort in applying. Most of the cleaners, my best cleaners, they always responded with a little paragraph. Okay, so that just shows that they put a little effort. They actually care about the contract. They're not just spamming all the job posts. So little paragraphs saying, hi, I'm a hard worker, I have this experience, please contact me, I'm ready to start anytime, yada yada. Okay, they put effort. Okay, you can kind of feel people's energy. They're excited to work, they're hungry to work, they want to keep the client happy at all costs, even if it takes longer time. Okay, so you want to look for the people who are enthusiastic. You want to avoid the people who provide the bare minimum, or the people that don't seem very stable, or the excuse makers. Okay, avoid those people. The excuse makers, the people that don't seem very stable, or the people who are very needy as well. Okay, there's some employees that came across in the past and they were just very needy. They just needed so much babysitting. Like, I don't have time to babysit. Here's the cleaning. This is the scope of work. Get the job done. It's either done or it's not done. If it's not done, if I'm satisfied 85%, I'll work it out, corrections, take pictures, send it over to them. But if I'm very unsatisfied, I take the contract back and I give it to someone else. Okay? Too many people depend all of their time on one person. Okay? In business, a lot of people will disappoint you, and you need to be prepared for when that happens. Okay? Always expect the best. I have cleaners who I showed the contract, 2 years went by. I didn't even went in the contract, and no complaints, nothing. Perfect cleaners. Okay, so let's jump into this. So about 50% of the applicants, you want to call them. Okay, you want to set up a phone interview. So you just want to say, hi, is this X, Y, and Z? This is Rick from Cleaning Launch, and do you have 5 minutes for a few or like a quick phone interview? Okay, so now you want to analyze whether they're a good candidate or a bad candidate. one thing you want to see if they're a solo cleaner or a team. Okay, whenever I hire a subcontractor, I always want to make sure that whoever I'm paying is the person cleaning. I don't want to pay someone and they're like, oh yeah, my sister's gonna clean it, or oh yeah, my cousin's gonna clean it. Like, no, whoever I'm paying has to be the one cleaning. Okay, unless it's like a super big contract, like let's say 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, and maybe they have a team of 4 or 5 people, then it kind of works. Okay, but whenever there's like a middle person in between, they gotta take a cut, and the person who's actually cleaning, they're making less money, and when they make less money, they don't take it as serious, they don't last as long, they skip corners, complaints. So whoever you're paying has to be the person cleaning. Okay, unless it's like two brothers. Whenever there's like a decent like contract, like let's say 8 hours a visit, Monday to Friday, and it requires two cleaners, I like to hire like a couple, or like a married couple, or like, sister, brother, two brothers, or like two cousins, or dad, son, you know, um, related people that drive together. It's just more simple, just better versus putting two strangers together. Sometimes it can create a little frequency. I mean, how do you call it? Like, it wouldn't be as smooth. Okay. The other thing, you want to see their work status. What is their work status? Are they working full time, part time? Do they have some contracts? Are they cleaning houses? What is their schedule? And I like to ask this because if they're overworked, if they have like a full time job, a part time job, they're too busy to focus on this. Okay, my best cleaners that were the most reliable were always the cleaners who depended on me. Okay, so if they have too much going on in their life, you're usually not their biggest priority, unless if they're paying their mortgage, with the money you're paying them, and they're working for you like several contracts, they're gonna be a lot more reliable because they depend on you, and you depend on them as well. But then if they don't work out, you must have a plan B. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So schedule availability. Yeah, so what hours can they work? Okay, if there's we want to track this because some contracts are anytime after 5 p.m. Other contracts are before 1 a.m. or something. Okay, so we just want to make sure we write it down, so then we can kind of like connect when we get a contract, we can see if their schedule works. Okay, so past experience, how many years they worked, which companies, do they have references? Okay, so write it down. Do they own a vehicle, and do they drive? This is very important. If they cannot drive, they cannot clean for you. Okay, like imagine taking a bus to go clean a contract every night. Like the logistics wouldn't make sense. Okay, so they gotta have a license and vehicle, and the area they live. Okay, I always like to keep my contractors very close to the contract they clean. Okay, I don't like my contractors driving more than 25 minutes to clean the contract, because if there's too much driving in between, eventually they don't work out as long term compared to someone that lives nearby. It's just a lot easier, and then they drive less, so they stay long term, and then they make more money, so they don't feel like they're losing all their money on gas. So contractors, keep them near your contracts. Okay, so which area they live. The other thing, how long can they start? A lot of cleaners are like, oh yeah, I need a month to start. Like, no, like, don't hire them. They're not hungry. You want to hire the cleaners who will put anything aside to work for you. Okay, they're like the best cleaners I ever had were always the cleaners who were like, I'm ready to start anytime. Yeah, I can start tomorrow, this weekend. I'm ready to start anytime. Just call me and I'll be there. Those are the cleaners you want to hire. You don't want to hire the cleaners who have a lot of responsibilities. Like, um, this might sound not the best, but like, if let's say if there's like a single mother, for example, and she has like a bunch of kids and no babysitter, like, and then she's like, oh yeah, I need a month to start so I can find a good babysitter or something like that. It just they need to not be too busy with their lives. It's like, or like, imagine hiring someone who goes to vacation multiple times a year. Okay, you wanna find someone who's ready to start on the spot. Okay, so, and someone that is gonna stay long term. If they're telling you, oh yeah, I mean, I can only work a month because then I have to move somewhere else, then it's not worth it. Okay, the pay frequency. I mean, let's go with this one first. What is their expected pay? This is a very big one because if you ask them this and they're like, oh yeah, I expect to get paid $30 an hour. I don't know. It's it's pretty steep. I wouldn't hire them, but I mean, depends when you're watching this. Obviously, inflation goes up, the earnings go up, but from my own, as of 2022 right now, 20 to $25 I can work with. If their expected pay is like more than like 20, like more than 25 or like 30 or anything over that, I wouldn't work with them because you're gonna be paying them less than their expected pay, and they won't feel as they're worthy, and then they won't work out. Okay, you wanna hire someone who's very appreciative of the money you're giving them. Okay, this is why I tell my clients that a lot of times my best workers were always workers that came from a different country. Okay, because from their country their currency is like different. Let's say like Thailand, for example, they're earning like $500 a month for like a full-time job. So when they like come here and they're making thousands every single month, they're making like 5 times more than a doctor would make in their country. So they're very excited to work, they're very enthusiastic, they go the extra mile just to not make any mistakes, just to please you pretty much in a way. So yeah, it's just experience. Okay. The other thing too, do they own their supplies? But usually every contract I get, I buy the supplies up front. So when you close like a lot of people are like, oh, I don't have supplies, equipment. You don't need equipment. Like, it just, like, someone slapped me in the face. Like, you close a contract, it's general cleaning. You just need a mop bucket, a vacuum, a rag, vinegar, toilet bowl acid. Like, you're not doing a multi-million-dollar construction building project. You don't need expensive equipment. All you need is just the equipment to get the cleaning done. General cleaning. Don't worry about floor buffering or stripping wax. Don't worry about that. Okay, when you close a contract, and before you actually start cleaning, you meet with the client, and you go to the janitor. You look at the janitor room, and you see what they have. If they need a mop bucket, you buy it. That's $80. If they need a vacuum, you buy it. That's $200. And the supplies $100, and you're good for months. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So every contract I get, I just spent like $300 on supplies just to kind of like have it there at the contract, so it always stays in the contract. But yeah, don't worry about free supplies or equipment or an office. Don't worry about that. Like, the only thing you should be focusing on right now, get some money up, clean some houses, learn from my YouTube channel, and then when you're ready, just become our client. It's just the best thing you can do for yourself, because I came across people who booked the call they didn't take action, and then a whole year went by, they're still in the same spot. Versus just doing it the right way from the start. Instead of spending months building website, proposal, brochure, all that stuff, trying to see where to be online, it's gonna cost you months. And there's two routes you can take. By the way, like no one out there will show you this level of detail when it comes to hiring cleaners. I know I'm going all over the place. I know, but I just really want to like show you like everything. But there's a lot of people out there, and they just say, "Oh, culture. You need to have culture. You need to be ambitious and focus on your values as a business." Like, yeah, I mean, duh, but like, can we be a little more strategic here? Okay, and there's other people too. A few other YouTube channels I watch, they're like, "Oh yeah, everything out there is for free. You don't need to invest in yourself, in your business, when you can learn everything for free." Like, duh. This is what I'm showing you right now. Everything for free so you can make money. But you need to understand, whenever you do anything in life, there's two routes you can take. You can do everything yourself, or you can work with an expert so you can do it the right way from the start, copy paste the whole 7-figure business instead of trying to rebuild everything. And when you think about it, one contract, you 10x your investment. And now look at the outcome. Instead of trying to like learn from little YouTube videos here and there, doing everything yourself, maybe you'll make 10, 20K a month in a few years. I have clients doing that within 4 months of working one-on-one. So you really need to look at the outcome, okay? Because investing in yourself is the best thing you can do for yourself. Okay, put it this way. Let's use this analogy. Let's say you want to build a house. You can go on YouTube. You can learn how to build a house. If you're serious, if you have the drive, if you have the work ethic, you will make it. If you take it serious, you will make it. Just don't give up. Those are like the biggest things you can do right now. Take it serious. Like act fast. Like take it serious. Like start now. And basically just don't give up. Okay? I come across a few people who were serious, and then a few months went by, they gave up. If they would have stayed committed for like taking this business serious, they would have made it. Like think about it. Thousands of buildings, they all get dirty. Okay, when you look at, for example, Jan Pro, like one of the biggest franchises in North America, they make half $500 million per year in commercial cleaning contracts. $500 million. That's 500 million per year in commercial contracts, and that is one cleaning company. So why can you do the same? Okay? And this is the other thing. Never buy a franchise unless it's our franchise, but we don't sell a franchise at the moment. But for the things we provide for the clients, we should. Okay? When you work with us, it's just a one-time upfront investment, small. And for the things we're doing for our clients, we could literally like split the profits on top of that and then sell you contracts. But we just want to provide everything for free, so then we can just join our program. But anyways, let's go back here. So whoever is not a good candidate, you want to keep a file for them so you don't come across them again in the future. There were a few times in the past where I had a bad experience with a cleaner. Like they were supposed to meet me at the contract and they didn't show up, and then I forgot their name, and then like a year later, same thing happened. I'm like, meet me at this contract, whatever, and then she didn't show up again, and it was the same person that did that in the past. So make sure you keep a record of all the employees and the experience you had with all of them. Okay, just you come across a lot of people, so you can forget. So if you talk to someone on the phone, they're like, yeah, we're like me, my wife and my son, we clean together. Write down all the details. create a little profile for each individual person that you come across, just a quick paragraph. Okay, so then in the future you can always go back and see, okay, this person seems like a good fit. But anyways, so you want to set up 3 to 7 interviews in one day. If you don't have an office, that's fine. Meet them at a coffee shop. Or if you have a home office, you can do that as well. Okay. But yeah, so whoever seems like a good fit over the phone and they qualify, you want to set up interviews in one day. Like, there's no purpose of doing random interviews here and there. Just do 5 in one day. So then you have, cleaners on standby. So if they seem like a good fit, so you did the application review, and then who seemed like a good fit, you gave them a call and they seemed like a good fit, and now you're going to, and then after you meet them in person and they seem like a good fit. The other thing, now if they've seemed like a really good cleaner and you want to hire them, make sure you make them sign the agreement, just the terms. When they get paid, you can't sue us, you must have this, all legal stuff. Just to protect yourself. No one cares about the contracts. Also to just make them sign it, and then take a picture of their driver's license. Okay, because you don't want to come across someone that's using like a fake identity or something like that, or someone that's, So take a picture of the contract, get their ID, put it beside, take a picture. They get a copy, you get a copy. Okay, and then you're going to tell them, I don't have contracts right now. All of our contracts have cleaners in them, but as soon as I get a contract or one of my cleaners doesn't work out, I'll send you the text of the contract, size, schedule, everything, and we'll go from there. If you want to take it, perfect. If maybe it doesn't fit with your schedule, that's okay. I'll text you the next one. So then you have cleaners on standby. And then you're basically, you're just going to have cleaners on standby. And whenever you get a contract and you get a starting date, do they qualify for, do they seem like a good fit based on these details? Do they live close to the contract? Does it work with their schedule? Okay. Text them the frequency, the estimated time, the pay, the start date, location, area. Okay, guys, so that's basically everything. That's basically just how you find a cleaner. Just to summarize everything, post a job post, filter through the applications, do a phone interview, in-person interview, and then make them sign the agreement, take a picture of their ID, and then just have them on standby, ready to work. So if you have 10 cleaners already on standby, you'll never run out of cleaners ever again. Each cleaner can work 40 hours, kind of. So now your job is to get contracts. Okay, I show you how to get cleaners, and using this strategy is basically how I found my cleaners. Okay, so whenever you're making a decision, just make sure you're working with someone who's already done it. Because imagine building a house, and you like all these free YouTube videos on how to build a house is already on YouTube. But just think about it. You want to build your own house, you have to see which supplies, how to do this, how to do that, this and that. You mess up, and now you have to tear down the whole section, restart, vendors overcharging you, or a bunch of hectic stuff. When we do something for the first time, we learn from experience, trial and errors, cost mistakes, and time. It's gonna take a few years to build your house. Mistakes here and there, you don't know what to do that in this. Versus, imagine working with a builder, one-on-one. They build your house in 4 months. There's no mistakes, and they start right away. Think about it. So would it be stupid to do everything yourself? And when you actually look at the outcome, one contract 10x is your investment. Okay, so if you're serious and you're willing to put in the work and you don't give up, okay, if you can stay committed for 3 months, do the outreach that I showed you. Okay, and we set up your whole business in 24 hours, so you don't have to worry about that. All you have to do is do the outreach strategy, set up walkthroughs, close the contract, show the contract to the cleaner. Okay, and this is the beauty about working with someone who's already done it. Okay, I don't want to go too much, but there's a process to everything in the business. Okay, and then if one part is missing, you're gonna learn from experience, cause mistakes. Okay, I even had an employee once who didn't do a proper screening, and he was starting conflict, saying like, "Oh, like, cause I looked younger, so he thought I wasn't the owner of the company." He's like, and he didn't show up to clean, so I'm like, "That's unacceptable. Like, you're done. Give me the keys." I mean, whenever you have to fire an employee, you have to kind of like be a little professional, and I was professional, but he got mad, and then he thought I wasn't. He thought I was just like a supervisor or something. He's like, "Oh, I need to talk to someone in your company." And I'm just like, "You didn't show up to clean. I told you to clean on Thursday. You didn't show up. Like, we're taking the contract back." And yeah, that could have been avoided if I did the proper screening process. And he was like trying to like hold the key hostage. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys, just work one on one. Book a call if you're serious. And I show you all of this for free so you can make money. And if you make money, we can work one on one. Because no other YouTube out there is going to show you this specific strategies. Okay? A lot of people are like, culture, you have to focus on your mindset. Like, we're trying to hire employees so we never run out of them. Like, can we be a little more strategic? So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And also too, in that description, I'm gonna have well, when you go through the opt-in, you're gonna get a free course. You're gonna get access to my Facebook group, and I'm gonna send you a brochure business plan to your email. So click on the link below, enter your email, phone number. We'll send you those free resources so we can help you in your business. And then from there, if you think we're a good fit to work one-on-one, schedule a call and become our client. Spots are very limited, but only when you're serious. If you're not even willing to spend $500 in your business, get a 9 to 5. This ain't for you. Okay, I speak with friends who are, spending $100,000 just to start a restaurant. Okay, imagine you want to open a hair salon business. You have to spend $100,000 on setting up the hair salon, and for some reason, when it comes to the cleaning business, a lot of people just don't have the right mindset. Okay, they're like, "Oh yeah, I only have $100 for my business." I'm just like someone slapped me in the face. Okay, I was even speaking to another person who, we were just doing some follow-ups, and this person wasn't taking action, and every time he made an excuse. He's like, "Yeah, I'm in. And then last second, he's like, "Oh yeah, I need to work on my savings reserve." Or it's just like, and then a whole year went by, still working on his reserve. And a lot of people just don't have the proper mindset to run a business. Okay, so if you're cleaning right now, maybe your mindset's not the best. Start listening to books. Okay, that is the reason why I am here today. It's because I started listening to books. Okay, so if you're cleaning, focus on your mindset. Okay, you need to be hungry. You need to take it serious. Okay, there's no excuses in the business. As we're speaking right now, there's people out there closing contracts. Okay, one of our clients, for example, he was from like South Texas. I don't know which town it was, but it was like Houston's here, but it was like a small town near the coast. And within a few weeks, he already set up 5 walkthroughs, and out of those 5 walkthroughs, that was 3 contracts. And he was like in his early 20s. I'm like, damn, man, like, very good stuff. And without spending any money on marketing. Okay, you need to understand that in business, no one is gonna knock on your door saying, "Hey, I have a contract, you want it?" No, you need a strategy. Okay, and there's a way to get contracts with your time or with money. Okay, so if that's you, if you're serious about this, click on the link below, schedule a call, become our client only when you're ready. If you're not ready, click again, click anyways. You'll get a free course, a Facebook group, and a business plan. So hopefully it helps you, and hopefully one day we can work one on one. You know, because by showing you how to make money, you can start making money, and then you can scale one on one after. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. Turn on notifications, comment. Take care. Bye.